maybe like add some detail about being able to drag and drop, and maybe I don't know if we'll need to specify the canvas part yet because it might get confused.
Okay.
Yeah.
For dragging and dropping SVG shapes onto... No, we can just leave it at that.
Yeah, let's just
Run
see.
it.
Let's see the creature creator tool. Yeah, that looks good.
Let's see
where
it.
that
Let's see
ends
it.
first. I mean, I could probably do something similar on mine just to see what.
Yeah, feel free. Feel free.
Creature creator SVG drag drop. Maybe custom.
Okay, the first one, the first iteration did not work. We're gonna go for a refresh on that. I think it'll work with that prompt. It might just take a couple refreshes.
Might have to detail a few more things just so that it knows what we're talking about. I've got it where I can add some custom shapes onto the page.
Okay. Okay, here we go.
Eyes and mouth.
Okay, check this out. Alright, we're getting there. Ooh. Okay. That's already not bad. Oh yeah.
I'll show you what I got over here on my end real quick. I'm gonna paste this link in the chat.
Okay. I will pull that up. Would you be able to turn your microphone up a little bit?
Yeah, for sure. There.
Perfect. Maybe now I can't hear you actually.
Oh, there we go. Sorry. Is that better?
Yeah, perfect. Oh, you've got eyes on this one.
Yeah, it looks a little buggy though with how the drag and drop is working. So we could maybe I could jump on top of it and just ask it to try to fix the drag and drop feature to, because it looks like if you click on them, you can actually get them to combine somehow. I don't know how I did it earlier. Look in the code, but I'm just gonna try to ask it to fix this issue.
Okay. Yeah, I'm liking the version that you've got. It looks like it's pretty easy to build off of.
Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and ask it to see if it can modify how the drag and drop feature, making it better. It's kind of hard to move the SVGs around the page, and I'm trying to see if it'll pick up on that we want it to be able to combine these SVGs. So this is doing a better drag for sure. It's not letting me really combine them. I mean, you can put them right on top of each other. So here, let me throw you this link if you want to look at it.
For sure. Let's see, I ran a prompt. Let's see how this works.
So this one, it looks like you can't really move around the mouth or the eyes correctly, but you can move around the thing that it's calling a custom shape. Huh.
That's the same thing happened with the version that I'm working on. You can't really... The mouth kind of moves, but the eyes don't. Right, that's interesting that it's running into the same snag.
I'm actually going to go ahead and attach on the plugin IDE just so I can kind of see what the code looks like real quick.
Okay.
And then I'll try to prompt on it again. Just look at this real quick. Okay. So I'm gonna see if I can just tell it one more time. I want the mouth and eyes to be easier to drag.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna try doing that same thing on both of these versions.
And then maybe after that, if we can get it to where they can move around, maybe we should put some output on the actual like SVG positions so that we can kind of have something to look at on the side while we're developing this, and then we can maybe get rid of that later.
Okay, I'm good with that. I got one version that didn't work. Let's see. Okay.
No.
I got eyes moving.
Wait, let me see.
Test on the mouth. The mouth, it seems like they move, but as soon as the mouse moves away from the drawn line, it doesn't detect it anymore.
So maybe if we just specify to make the SVGs have a bigger hitbox or something.
Yeah, we could probably do that.
Maybe that will pick up on why. So let's actually go off of yours then. Yours is slightly a little bit more responsive.
Okay. I'll send this link to you, or I'll put it in chat. Make the draggable portion of the SVG have a larger hitbox, I guess? Yeah. I don't really know of a better way to say it. It should understand what we mean.
Yeah, hopefully. Otherwise, it might confuse it and start thinking we're talking about something a little different. But
Right. Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's a little bit better.
So here, if you'll throw me that link, I might be able to go in and just manually like increase that hitbox so that we don't have to keep prompting it to do it.
Just sent it to you.
That works. And then
I wonder if we can also maybe just tell it to keep dragging until, we let go of the mouse hold.
That's probably a better way to do it, honestly, instead of trying to confuse it with...
I'm going to go back then, and we'll say, make sure to keep dragging a selected shape until the mouse hold is let go. Until left click is not held. Yeah, okay.
Or on mouse up, or something along those lines. It'll kind of know what we're talking about.
Hopefully we'll get there. Let's see if I can open up the same link here in another tab. Okay, so here's the newer one. Oh yeah, that's perfect. Okay, weird. Now it's got a layering problem.
Yeah, maybe when we add that like a debug kind of screen on the right, we can maybe kind of define like how we can manipulate the Z index so that...
Yeah. I wonder if we can just do like move up, move down buttons that bring it forward and back.
That's a great idea, honestly.
Let's see if we can do that. Add in a move forward and move backward button that designates...
Maybe a canvas like hitbox, pretty big rectangular, but reading what this chat's saying.
Oh yeah, interesting. That would be kind of that'd be cool to implement.
Let's see if just adding that forward and backwards button to increase or decrease the Z-axis will help fix the problem we're seeing.
Okay, let's see that.
And on the side, I could maybe even work on maybe a background SVG that we could kind of drop in later.
Okay, that'd be awesome.
On just a separate WebSim. So
yeah.
I'll just start prompting for some background scenes for creatures made with an SVG, and then we might be able to just grab that and drop it in.
It works.
Let me see.
Heck yeah. Okay, we've got moving forward and backward.
All right. So we could, I guess, we could either probably not make it look cleaner yet, because if we do too much styling, it'll increase the context too much.
It'll break it.
Could, yeah, we could work on maybe adding just a few more options and parameters for this, like eventually customizing that initial shape would be nice.
Right.
And then, here, let me see. Oh, I got one kind of interesting looking background. I'll show you. I'll throw you this for later.
Okay.
And then maybe we could do like an aquarium one or something.
That would be
I'm
sweet.
thinking.
That would be
So,
sweet. Let's see, what could we add in right now? Maybe let's see if we can do in the pen tool for drawing in the custom shape.
Something like a polygon creator or something. Got this aquarium background prompting right now. Merging, subtracting shapes. Yeah, we should definitely.
Yeah, we do have to work on that.
I like the idea of merging them. That's going to be the hard part. We're going to have to try to get it to understand when to merge on the edge or the vertice. And then, yeah, just being able to like delete and modify shapes. So, well, let's work on the, we'll try this pen thing real quick. And then if it's not working too well, we can maybe move over and try to do some of the merging or subtracting of the shapes.
For sure, for sure. Okay, a pen tool that allows the user to create unique polygons and show a preview that disappears when the start point is connected to another point. That might be too complicated. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that the second half is going to make it a little bit too complicated.
Let's just do that. Maybe.
So I got to pop back into the view so I can see what you wrote.
Oh, I just said add in a pen tool that allows the user to create unique polygons.
Yeah, I think that's simple enough. I think that'll work because it'll think shape. It'll hopefully it understands what we're thinking.
It'll think about what a pen tool needs. Yeah. We should also do delete selected shape button.
Yeah,
because right now all we've got is clear canvas.
And it looks like this version has the selected shape. I like that because it's got that highlight, right?
Ooh. Oh, this is perfect.
All right, does it have a way to like done? Like click So here, if you could throw me that URL as well.
For sure.
So I can have the history. And then here's aquarium, not the best, but it's just one for now. All right, I'm gonna test out this for a second. So you got this part works. Put these together, and let's think how we got this pen tool. So we need to make it where either when they click.
Love the aquarium. That's gonna be a fun background. We'll check out Forest now.
So we need it to not create the polygon outside of that canvas or whatever view it's in. I don't know if it's actually a canvas or if it's something else, but and then we need it to either be done when we click outside of it or when we click on that pen.
I'll send you a new link. I've got it to where if you push enter, it'll finish drawing.
All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, enter. 1, 2. Oh wait, click in. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and then what happens?
Oh, weird. The second time you do it, it stops drawing.
Stop. Wait a second. I got it to do it twice.
I'm just drawing points for me now. That is so strange. Okay.
See if we can reproduce that issue, and then maybe we could ask it to try to fix it. I want to see exactly why it does that. So I click enter, click again. I'm not reproducing that issue. But we do need to here,
I think it's working for me enough now.
I'm gonna go ahead and prompt it to fix the issue where we click out of the canvas.
Okay.
On the pen tool, see if it can fix that real quick. So when clicking outside of the canvas building polygon or using the pen tool, auto finish enter. Hopefully it knows not to still add the point though, and just go ahead and say that the polygon is finished when they click outside of the canvas as well. So just give it a few seconds, and if it works, I'll send it your way.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool. I'm admiring the the forest background right now.
Yeah, we probably keep going with it a moment and try to add on some more because
Yeah,
I just
sure.
have
I'll
one
say
pumped in, and then hopefully we can be able to get this into the other project pretty easily. All right, so it did finish. Okay, it works. When I click outside of the canvas, it is actually finishing the drawing. Let's make sure that everything else works. Can I, give me 1 second. All right, yeah. Oh, I see what the issue is. Earlier when you had those points, it's when you drag the polygon around, it's just leaving those points still on the canvas.
Oh, that's strange.
But here, I'll give you an
Oh,
updated.
yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you an updated version. This one fixes the issue where you click out of the canvas and it accidentally putting like a edge or whatever at the outside. So that
Okay,
hopefully fixes
perfect.
that
Yeah.
issue. And then we just gotta prompt it to fix the what are they called, edges, right? Get
Yeah,
them where
yeah.
they're not showing after we drag them around. So I don't know. You want to try that, and I can.
Yeah, I'll say make sure the
around.
edges and points disappear once the shape is finished.
I'm gonna create a couple more backgrounds.
Oh yeah, that could be interesting. Adding in hair like Max Bitker's whip your hair back and forth cursor app thing.
Oh yeah,
Could be
that
fun.
would be really fun. It'd make it more animated and lively.
Could make the kelp react to the mouse.
All right, I got some lava backgrounds that we can maybe use later.
Very cool. Okay, so now I can test the... Okay, cool. Now the points no longer appear when you're dragging it.
All right, sweet. And then now maybe we could try to get it to where we could merge shapes or like make it where the I'm assuming these are SVGs, so.
Yeah, yeah. They should all be. Unless Claude's lying to us, which is possible. Yeah, let's say
Whip your hair back.
oh yeah, I need to add in the delete button.
That's a good one to add now, yeah.
Also, I want to add in when you click off of a shape, it should no longer select that shape. And then I'm going to say let's also add in a merge button that
if you do them both at the same time, we'll see what he does.
Okay. Yeah, you're right. We'll do one at a time.
Yeah, I'm worried that if we try to do 2 or 3 at a time, it's gonna start wanting to chop things out of this for us.
Claude's gonna simplify us into the ground. Okay. All right. Perfect. Okay. So now we're gonna try the merging.
So let's think. We have to define like exactly how these merges should happen. So I'm really thinking that we should tell it something to do with the edges and the vertices lining up would determine how it combines. But then I guess for eyes though, they would be like on the face itself. So I guess it should be able to combine on all.
Maybe if you hold shift, you can, select 2 things, and then you can merge them by just holding their position and locking it in place relative to the other thing.
Okay, so you're holding shift and you're able to have two things selected. I'm trying to think how it would how it's gonna end up making it. Use your hold shift. Maybe at some point allow for the importing of SVGs. Yeah, I do like that idea. Being able to add in something that we've already made elsewhere into this scene.
We should try that once we get working on the exporting. I think that'll fit in naturally.
Yeah, I think that would work. So I'm thinking you're thinking like they hold shift, they click a couple of shapes, and then they click this, merge button, and it just
kind of locks the shapes relative in place to each other. Yeah. This is so like we're thinking in layers here. Selected shapes will be locked. The position of the selected shapes will be locked relative to each other. We'll see about that. Have two SVGs turn into one element with the area of overlap being replaced with the top layer. True, we could do that. We could do that. We'll have to test the different implementations. Okay, and then I'm gonna pull up the links the link that you just sent. Ooh, very nice.
I'll have to clean them up a little bit maybe on the bottom, but it's something a little basic that we could throw in the background later maybe.
Yeah. Okay, so let's see now. Make two shapes here. And then, okay, we've got both selected. Merge.
Oh, I didn't get it. So, here, will you throw me the URL real quick?
And yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna actually work on top of this one, even though usually I would go back a step. I feel like it's like
it's almost there. It's almost there. Oh wait, I think it did just merge it, I think, but now I can't move either. So maybe just like, yeah, feel free.
I'm just gonna test it a few times just to see what it is actually doing. So we'll do two triangles, and I'm just gonna click them, shift click, merge. Second time merge. No. So I'm not sure how you actually managed to lock them.
I clicked merge a few times. I don't know. I clicked it a bunch of times.
I'm gonna go ahead and prompt on top of this just to see if I can get the merge thing actually working. I'm gonna say
okay.
Merge needs to lock in both shapes at their position such that when the user moves one shape that is merged with another, both move together as one piece. And then let's see if that hopefully fixes it.
I told the volcano one that you sent to add eruptions, and it just kind of added like a half circle on top of one of the points. Okay, let's see. Okay, just gave me a new button, so I don't have a lot of faith for this one. Okay, I think it's if I'm holding shift and then I click merge, it locks them in place. Oh,
I see. Yeah, it does do that.
Oh, it's almost okay. The transform doesn't work, but it's like it selects both of them. So we're getting there.
I might have to go back a step if we would want to get it to where we keep trying on this. Yeah, I'm seeing the same thing over here with you have to hold the shift to be able to get it to merge, and then
right.
unable to move when they're merged.
Yeah.
And
I'll give you this recent link here, where it's got the transform button that doesn't, it's like almost there.
All right, so I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna tell it that the shift button doesn't need to be continuously held down in order to use the merge.
Good call.
It just needs to be held down when selecting multiple objects. So shift should be used to select multiple objects or SVGs, but not required to be held. Merged objects should still be movable when selected and
Well, now I've got one of the volcanoes wiggling. It's not doing it now, but I just opened up the page and it just like wiggled a little bit. Oh, there it goes. Oh, that's silly. Oh my gosh. The volcanoes should not wiggle.
I'm gonna go ahead and actually work on a few more backgrounds too on the side while this one loads, because it's taking a little bit longer now. Maybe like a space background or something would be a good one.
Oh yeah, that would be sweet. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna go back here. Go back a couple prompts and do a more detailed description of the merge tool.
Yeah, I agree, because it is struggling with it. Every time I'm putting it on top of it, it doesn't really want to do that. This is how we're describing it. I'll go back to a couple.
Say when merged, if either shape is clicked, the merged collection should be selected and able to be moved freely around the canvas. We'll see about that. We've got the volcano going a little bit better. For some reason the forest one does not like adding flowers.
I'm going to take one more step back. I'm going to start from before we even define the merge.
That's so what I did too, yeah. I had to go quite far back.
When a shape is selected, the user will click anywhere. All right, so this one kind of works, and it'll say, allow the user to select multiple shapes using shift and then a merge button.
Whoa, okay, we got somewhere.
Right, I'll wait. I'm going to look and see where we're at.
Check this out.
Now they're actually moving together.
Okay. But also, hold on, look at how it works. Right, we've got this. Right, looks great. Merge. But then it like shifts them.
Moves it.
For some reason, it just like, yeah, it's throwing it across the page and then moving them. So I might have to add a line about merging them in place.
Yeah.
But that had us almost there. Okay, the merged collection. Okay. Well, we gotta read this back. If the user holds shift, they should be able to select multiple shapes at a time. There is a new button called merge. If merge is clicked, the position of the selected shapes will be locked relative to each other in the same position that the merge button was clicked, maybe?
Yeah, I'm curious to see what it actually did, like why it, what the code was doing. But But hopefully it'll be able to see that. I mean, it's gonna give us something a little different anyways when we respond. So prompt it. Take average position of all vertices to create the center of the new merge shape. Okay, that's a good prompt right there to get it to do it. Yeah, because we could. But we might still offset it. I don't know.
Yeah, we might have to try that one as well. We have to see.
All right.
Whoa, I added birds to the forest and they look like bullets. Birds should have animated wings and move slower and more randomly. They're like speeding across. Okay, let's see how this works. Okay, that's way better. That's way better, but we can't rotate them.
All right.
But that's that's good.
Let's make sure that everything else still works. So can we add a mouth, an eye? Can we put those still somewhere on there? Yeah. And then we could still. Oh wait, does it deselect the merge thing? Can you like deselect that?
It does not. It's also not merging. Oh, weird. Okay.
Oh, it won't merge merged objects with merged objects or something. That's what it looked like.
Okay, yeah. That's, oh my god, that's, yeah, you caught that. All right, make sure we can merge objects
with other merged objects?
With other merged, yeah, objects. And then when the canvas or anything other than make sure to unselect a shape or merged object when it is clicked off of.
Got like a space background, but it's not exactly what I'm looking for. But I'm gonna go ahead and throw it your way just so we have it in the history. I'm gonna write space.
I'll pull it up. Let's take a look.
Not a fan of the nebulas. They're like big squares.
It could be fun though. You could ask it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try and make the nebulas more diffuse. That might work, maybe. Oh, these the birds look weird on my forest.
Yeah, one can fly backwards.
All right, let's try this again.
Here, you want to throw me where we're at with that one real quick?
It's still moving things a little bit when you merge, but it's just offsetting the entire thing a little bit, which isn't terrible. Could be better though.
Alright, I'm just gonna test it just so I can make sure a few more things are working, like move forward and backwards. Does that still work?
Yeah, good call to test that stuff.
See, I don't know if move backwards even works anymore. I think we need to add color options now so that we can. I can't tell what object's behind what at this point.
Yes, we do.
I don't know if the move forward and backwards is working anymore because I'm not able to put things behind other things.
Oh, that could be a problem. Might have to reprompt for that.
Let's try.
Oh, weird. The merging is strangely complex.
I'm gonna see how well this one does. I'm just asking it to fix the forward and backwards buttons to properly modify the Z index, and then add some color options.
Okay.
And just make merging better. Hopefully that
Okay.
last few words.
Make merging better. Yeah, that might do it. That might do it.
I was told once that sometimes that works. Just telling it to.
It does. Better. It really does.
All right. There's a lot of people saying a lot of things in chat. I have not been reading over all this.
Yeah, my merge is broken now on mine.
Test a few of these things and then I'll send it your way in a second if it's
okay.
If it's worthy. Merge. Oh boy, I think I broke the merge too over here.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back a prompt, see where we're at with the previous version.
I might want to just have us like work on other features for it that are a little bit more simple.
Yeah, we might want to do that.
Yeah, because if we continue trying to get it to work with the merge, it might spend a lot of time just getting that, and we could polish up other parts of it.
Worst case scenario, it could be a PNG of the entire canvas, you know?
Yeah, and then like have it move, I guess, or.
All right, I'm gonna see. I'm going to say anything selected should be able to be rotated. Then Wiser Cedric saying when two shapes are merged, use the Z index of one of the shapes. Yeah, we could try that as well. I'm going to open up another version of this.
I think I see why what I prompted broke. I was on the wrong version. I asked it to make the merging better when we hadn't even add merging onto that version.
That'll do it. That'll do it.
All right, let's see if it works this time. Did not do what I asked. Didn't add any color features. Unless there's not another.
Ooh. Okay, interesting. All right, the problem now, right? I've got shapes merged and they're and they're going together. But now when I move the rotation, it unselects them. So maybe I'm gonna tell it to do rotation on the canvas, or maybe just say rotation should not unselect shapes. Try that.
I'm actually gonna dig in the IDE for a second just to see what it's.
Yeah, go for that.
It's already grouped. Merge object. Yeah, so this is all being written onto a canvas. Is it? You make it. Oh, jumped out of my view. All right, so it's using a library svg.min.js to add these SVGs to the canvas is what it's doing. So I just was curious what it was doing behind the scenes.
Got you. You still got rotation broken.
Here, can you throw me one like either at the rotation that you're working on or right before it?
For sure, for sure. Just sent it over. I'm just gonna try refreshing on the same prompt for the rotation. Can't wait to see the finished product. Yeah, me too. We're getting there. I'm gonna have another version going where I'm just gonna skip merging and I'm just gonna ask it to maybe add in color selection.
yeah, the color selection will make it look a little bit more appealing, and we'll be able to test see if that move back and move forwards is working.
Yes.
Or if we can get that fixing again.
For sure. Merge is now erasing things for me, and I don't even know how that happened. And rotation is not working for me.
Well, if we take a step back and just work with getting the colors to work and being able to move around the z-axis correctly, then because the merge itself might not be something that we should, work on if it's gonna keep messing with it or whatever, and then we could try to get the rotation working in there. I think that should be as hard. I'm prompting it right now with the rotation version you sent me earlier to see if I can fix the rotation and add some more options for coloring of the shape.
Right, okay. Good night, y'all. Have fun merging and rotating. Thank you. Color selection should... No, color selection is not functioning properly.
Oh boy. There's a lot of settings in this one. All right, let me see what is working, and then I'll send it your way in a second. Let's see.
Also, I'm gonna pull up a new version. I'm gonna say
doesn't apply to colors. Okay. Currently clicking off the screen. Deselects, but.
Yeah, the eye did go behind the head. Yeah, it's definitely adding in some weird stuff with the merging. Yeah.
All right, if this one worked, I'll give it to you, and then I might start trying to play with the idea of getting those backgrounds into this now, so that we can have just something else to look at while we're building on top of this. But oh wait, it's almost there.
I just asked it in one prompt. I was like, make me a highly complex and detailed SVG creature creator with everything needed to draw a fantastic creature, and it did better. It did way better. Maybe we should work off of this.
Yeah, we could try to work off of this.
I'll send you the link.
Tell it I'll do it. Yeah, I'll tell it if we can move these things around. Like, let's use this tool, and then
Yeah. Any body part should be able to be click plus drag plus rotated. What is up, Vexian?
Okay, I've got, scale down does not work though. I had a tool that has a couple more settings available. Let's see if the rotate works on this thing. Yeah, the rotate works.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll send you this link. Scale down does not work, but it's got some more settings. Probably some more broken parts to it,
but we'll discover the broken parts. We'll figure it out.
Right. The merge still works, but it does shift it when it first does the merge, but it's still the same shape. And then I'm gonna see if the Z axis on the objects is working correctly, at least for the eye, and
it's still throwing the things behind the layer when it merges.
Here, show me what you're talking about. 1 second.
Sure.
All right, yeah. Show me real quick. Oh.
Yeah.
So it's changing the. Okay. So maybe we can just tell it when merging to retain the z-axis stack or whatever the current. Like I don't know. It needs to merge the lowest on the stack to stay at the bottom or first, I guess. Yeah.
I'm gonna say make sure no parts disappear or change z-axis position when merging. We'll see about that.
It needs to like draw the one that's on the lower number, I guess, first, and then draw the next one on top of that.
I'm gonna move back to this one. Whoa. Okay, this one's actually pretty cool.
Ooh. Yeah, it's definitely making some pretty cool, like, quick...
Oh, you can click and drag a little bit, but not much. Get creative with it here. Any body part should be able to be click, drag, rotated with a simple bounding box UI. And yeah, I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna get too complex with it. Defines a white rectangle called canvas. Oh, interesting. I think we got an interesting tip in the chat in the WebSim Discord.
Defines two shapes that are combined, and shape one defines the mass. For anyone to keep.
That's complicated, I can't lie. I'm gonna copy your prompt and I'm gonna say, when merging, use this behavior. Does that sound solid?
Well, I'm trying to read over what he put in there. I don't know. The markup is just two basic shapes, and then define, telling us how to do it. But I'm still trying to wrap my mind around it real quick.
Right.
You might be able to, just throw it in there and see what Claude thinks of the response, because I mean he'll understand probably a little bit faster than I might. Apply the math. I'm gonna test this one that just.
I don't understand it myself. Damn.
All right, so put this guy.
Okay, let's see here.
Oh boy, scale up doesn't work now. I'm gonna have to do that manually. Okay, let me see if it at least fixed the problem with the eyes or stuff like not merging correctly. Okay, that worked.
SVG is so complicated, yeah. SVG is quite a pain. It's fun though. I mean, look at how friendly this little guy looks. He looks silly. This little creature, little fella. Oh my god! I almost got rotation working. I'm gonna try the error fix button. We'll see. Now we could try the importing of custom SVGs. True. Yeah, I wonder if we could even just go to one of the backdrop things and go to allow the importing of SVG. Dang. It is not like being able to rotate the things on the canvas for the SVG creator.
I'm pretty close to this one kind of working with the rotation, and then I was gonna try to go ahead and start getting the background images in and maybe clean up just the interface. But I'm waiting on this one to load. I was looking at the code on why it's messing up the scaling in this version, and I kind of understand what's going on. It thinks that it's giving it like a decimal below 1 and a decimal above 1, but the moment you start scaling up or down, it just changes the entire scale of it to where the down one or the up one just does the same thing that you already started doing. So hopefully this version fixes it, and then I'll try to send it your way real quick.
Try using the sliders after the bounding box appears. That's, yeah, good point. Good point.
Yeah, this one does work a little bit better. Here, I'm gonna hand you this link, and then.
Heck yeah. Yeah, I don't have a working version for that one right now.
Yeah, well, no, something else is really weird with this one now that I just came back into the view. I wonder if it was just because I left the view. Okay, when I scale it up and down, it's fine. Okay, I think I know the bug. If you select an object and then like leave the screen and come back in, I think it like changes the mouse position. So that's not like a terrible bug. I can't really reproduce it that easily.
Gotcha.
But this version, you should be able to change the colors. Does that work? Yeah.
Yeah. The color changing worked. I just tried that out.
And you should be able to rotate. Can you manually rotate? Yeah, you can manually type in a number to rotate.
Okay.
Then,
okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
There's something wrong still. I don't know what's wrong with this motion.
Okay, when something is rotated, make sure it's still easily able to be dragged around the page like normal.
I'm going to prompt something very similar saying that something is causing drag and drop to misalign. Specifically, rotation, I think, is what was causing it. Tell it to export view the SVG of the backdrop.
Yeah, we could import the backdrop SVG into into one of these. We're actually the version that you just sent is pretty close to our idealized version. We're getting there.
Just got once this is got the kinks out of it, maybe just clean up the UI and start working on getting that background in there, and then
pass it over.
Yeah,
I think yeah. Man, I'm gonna have this is gonna be all my runs after this.
Yeah. Maybe at the end we can try to throw in some of the /API XX or whatever to see if it can help just generate certain things onto the canvas for us to work with.
Okay, so it's merging properly. Oh, it's rotating the merge properly. I still have it acting weirdly with rotation.
All right, let's see how mine ended up. I did a very similar prompt. I'm gonna rotate. No. So the rotation, let's see what's going on. When I move down, it's going to the right. It has to do with something with the orientation. So rotation is still causing an issue with drag and drop. And then just to see what it would look like, I'm
that broke everything. Oh yeah, I forgot
All
to
right,
add it. Oh, sorry.
I think I have a version that the rotation is not breaking it.
Okay, okay.
I'll send that to you. I haven't tested everything else. And then I was just about to dump in just to see what it would do when I just gave it like the aquarium and just said,
Yeah, yeah.
put this as an option to use as a background. Just gotta figure out where I had it a few seconds ago.
Oh, the 40 runs remaining today just showed up. Okay, yeah, you've got that working perfect. Let me try merging on that. Oh, no. The merge moved everything again.
Is it like really bad? I missed it. Is it like
Yeah, you can see on my screen it just threw the one of the layers all the way to the other side of the canvas.
This is one of those moments where I would spend the time like trying to look into what the code is actually doing previously, because we could probably tell it with one of the working versions if you have that, and then explain to it what it changed.
We are gonna have to try and fix some of the code, yeah, for sure.
Oh, just typed out the prompt about adding the background, but I didn't actually give it the code. Well, maybe it'll still give me something. If you remember which version has the merge working, I could probably compare both and try to see.
I would have to go back in my... Oh wait, actually... Do I have a working merge? No, I do not.
It's all right. I'll look back one more time. Let me just see.
If I have to go back into my internet history, I should be able to find it, but it might take a while. Oh, okay, I've got merge working. I got merge working on the one that you sent me. I'll send you this version.
All right,
this is awesome.
I'll compare that one with the one we're running right now.
Okay.
Maybe I can just show Claude the previous code or just the merge function. So in here, it's got the merge button, and then it's attached to a function called merge selected elements, and there's an unmerge. All right, and then I'm gonna look at the current one.
This isn't working bad. Oh geez, I just merged selected and it deleted everything. Oh no, so right after I said that.
That's really interesting. The merge functions themselves don't actually look any different. I'm comparing it. Let me just...
Famous last words.
Oh, but that's because it refixed it in this version. Okay, I prompt one ahead, and I think it refixed the merge in this one. So let me hand off this. I don't know what else is working in this one, but I did ask it to let's see if it even generates the background. Nah, I don't think it's going to.
Oh, interesting.
I forgot to paste in. Oh no, that generate button doesn't do anything.
Okay.
Let's go ahead and I actually meant to paste in.
Oh, the generate background does work.
It does, but it didn't work for me. It did something else.
It might just take a second. Oh, and then you can put things on top of it. Okay.
Mine deleted everything I drew, so.
You might have to do it first.
Yeah, I'll click it again and see if it responds.
This
it'd
isn't
be interesting.
bad. This is working. Okay, okay. No, the merge still deletes things. Oh.
I see why. So the generate new background button will only work if Claude responds with a correct. Yeah, so it's responding on my end with like invalid SVG markup. I'm gonna try it one more time just to see what it give me. Oh yeah, there it goes. Now it actually gave me something. So then it'd be cool if we could, you know, add in the backgrounds that we already made, but also like maybe add a prompt here for this background controller so that the user can prompt what the background would be as well.
It's working. This is a working canvas. Yep, we're getting there. We're getting there.
Bookmark this one, so don't lose it as fast. And then
okay, we're gonna generate a new background first. Yeah, it's refusing to show me the SVG code in an output. I might have to go into the HTML to get the backgrounds. Whoa. Okay, moment of truth. Oh my god. It offset everything when I merged. Come on.
I feel like that's like the one feature that
if we can get that working,
I'm
happy to pass it over to the audience if we can get that, if we can get the merge going properly.
Okay, wait, someone said something right here. Perhaps instead have there be a button that gives you the SVG file. This way the AI knows when to start the process. Last words. I'm trying to understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask it to do that.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay. So you're saying like, yeah, have it. Okay, have it. If it's invalid, then have it auto try again. That would be a good option too. All right, here. This one's interesting. It's not giving us as detailed of a background, I guess. Maybe if I gave it more detail. I don't know what else it might have broken though, but I'll hand it to you, and then I'll take a look one more time at the merge feature.
Okay.
See what is breaking it, and then after that, I think that you're right. We could probably hand it off and see what everyone else wants to start working on with it, if they want to play with it or not, or give more input on it.
Yeah, I'm stoked to see where we end up with this, because we got somewhere. we got a lot into it. Sitting here eagerly waiting for the blue bar to give me all the code. Y'all did good for sure. Thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Merge selected. All right, it does do the offset on merge, and I want to reproduce the thing where it deletes it. So how do we end up getting it to? Oh, okay. I think I figured it out. It's probably not deleting it. It's probably moving it off the canvas. That's what it's doing.
Oh my gosh, that's goofy. Okay.
Because you see how it's like it's shifting it.
Yeah.
The moment we merge it, I just merged some stuff, and it like put it barely out of sight where I could just kind of see it at the bottom. So I bet that just the fact that it's shifting it is what's causing it to break. It's just pushing it out of the view.
Oh yeah, I think you've got the best version here, so I'm gonna work on that one now.
All right, I'm gonna also I'm gonna again look right back in the code on what the merge is actually doing, and then maybe I can have a little bit more insight on how to tell it to fix it. All right, I'm just gonna tell it to try to ensure that I guess the center point of the two merged or multiple merged objects. Something is wrong with the merge. That's what I'm going to tell it.
Something's wrong with the merge. It might be able to figure it out, yeah. Oh yeah, I wrote something trash.
It
broke the whole thing here.
Move the merged objects. I'm also going to bookmark this one as well, so I don't lose it. Create one huge block so you know how it's moved, so no matter in which direction it moves, you can see something of it. Yeah. If this, we're at the point where Claude's starting to want to not respond with code, so I'm gonna have to tell it to kindly please include all the code. So just please include all the code in your response. Hopefully it won't do that. And there's actually a way to tell if it's done that. If you have the IDE open,
right,
you're able to tell if it needs a continue or if it just straight up didn't do what you asked. Because when you open up the development environment, you're able to see that it's saying like, oh, I'm leaving out code, and it has like comments saying that it's leaving it out.
It'll have the script tag at the end if it's finished.
Yeah, exactly. So I've used that a lot to make sure that I'm not accidentally like using a continue that I don't need, or if sometimes you can like catch it and fix something. There's a few occasions where it'll actually escape a string or something.
Yeah, condense the code is a good one. If you ask it to do code golf as well.
Yeah, and we could get rid of all the styling for a moment, or put it out onto like another website for a moment.
Suggest it to maintain XY positions of the selected objects upon merge. Yeah, that's a good one too.
All right,
yeah, that's how I thought it was interpreting the position message, but I might have to mention XY specifically. Or minify code, yeah, that's another good one.
Okay.
Make this run better.
This one might have fixed the merge issue.
Okay.
I'm just gonna test all the other things. I can still rotate. I can still move. I can scale up. I can scale down. Okay, I'm gonna send you this one.
Okay.
I think this one's like getting to where it's usable.
Okay.
And maybe we could if there's anything else we want to do, like just kind of there's tons we can add to it, I'm sure. But
yeah, we can keep working on it too after we give it to people as well. Not a big deal. Oh yeah, merge, boom, that's working. Generate background. Oh, describe the background you want. Didn't even notice that. That's awesome.
Ah, no, it put it behind.
Oh, but
you
I
can do that. Okay.
Move forward worked. I did, but still it worked.
Okay, what I think we need to add to this is an object view on the right, so that if for some reason an object is like hidden,
okay,
I'll try to do that. And then yeah, this looks
Make
good.
sure that it like unselects as well when you click off. But yeah, this is awesome. We're just about there. And the pen tool still works. Oh, but dragging does not work for the pen. Maybe it's because...
Wait, which thing is broken?
Oh, never mind. No, I've got it now.
I've noticed that when you run the pen tool, it's really hard to get out of the pen tool. Like,
yeah.
I think that's like broken right now. We need to refix that because it used to where when you would click out, I think it would like deselect the pen tool, but now it's staying on the pen tool so that when you come back in to try to select an object, you're still on the pen tool. And there's like no way to get out of it without clicking on
Yeah,
some
it
other
like
object.
sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. Yeah, we're
Yeah,
gonna do a download
download
as
button.
button. Yeah,
Okay, I'm
definitely.
gonna prompt on the object view on the right, and then if that works, then I can work on the download thing or something.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and throw this link over into chat now and let them play with this.
Sounds good. And if anybody has any cool things to show us, feel free
Yeah,
to throw it in there.
absolutely. If you make something with this, feel free to throw it in chat. We'll pull it up.
Let's see, how many more runs do I have? Okay, so I haven't hit my 40 yet, but I
Okay.
purposefully did not touch like Claude for 2 days because I was like, if I'm gonna be prompting on it on Thursday, I probably shouldn't use them all before then.
So you're working on the export and the
Oh, I haven't started the export.
Oh,
I
okay.
specifically started the object view on the right. I was
Okay.
thinking that
Okay.
it would be nice to be able to see, possibly name the objects as well. And I'm curious what it's going to give us. Because I'm curious, like, how is it going to show us the merge objects? Is it going to show it as one? Like,
Right, okay.
but, oh, okay, so it's got this object view. It's not, oh, we got some errors. What's going on here? Is that even related to this? Wait a sec, I'm gonna reload the page. Oh, okay, it's something else that was erroring out. Okay. Okay, so it does add to the view on the right.
Okay.
I can select by clicking on the view on the right, and then now let me see what happens when I merge two objects, which this spike is really hard to grab. Merge. Okay, did merge it. Did that move it there? Can I unmerge? Oh yeah, you can unmerge. It's reintroduced the shifting bug though.
Oh no.
Yes, I don't really want to use this yet, but
You might have to just do like a keep everything the same, only change the things I'm asking.
let me try that. I'm gonna go back one. It definitely did make an object view that I can click around in. So I'm gonna drop this link just in case, but we
Okay.
probably won't need it.
Do you want to do a a break for 10 minutes to let people play with the link, and then we can come back and see if people have made
good.
something? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do that. We'll be back in 10 minutes, y'all.
I've just been sitting here, asking it to work on that object viewer.
Oh,
It
got you.
it likes to break how merging works. When I do that though, it likes to revert back. So I'm fighting with that a little bit. I got one version that does actually have the object viewer kind of working, but when you unmerge an object, it's shifting the objects around. So everything else seemed to work, but I'm actually it just decided to cut out a lot of code. So I'm gonna have to tell it to continue to respond with all the code or something. All the code. And then I'll send you this one, but it definitely doesn't unmerge, I don't think, correctly, but it does have the object viewer.
Okay.
So one solution I'm thinking about right now is in the object viewer, have a button to center the object in the middle of the scene. And I know that doesn't really fix the issue with the unmerge and merging stuff, but if
it does give you a way to work with it.
Yeah, if for some reason an object does get thrown off the canvas, you'll have a way to like pull it back into the center of the view. So I did just prompt it to go ahead and add a button to the object viewer that will center the object on the scene or in the screen.
Whoa. On that one, if you select multiple things and try to merge them, it moves them all.
Oh man,
Man, I wonder if we've already hit that point with it where it's got too much going on.
It's something with how it's wanting to do the logic for combining the objects is not working well. And so at this point, a lot of times I'll actually try this right now. I'm gonna test this version, and then I'm gonna go out into Claude Sonnet just outside of WebSim and show it the full code that it has, and then try to ask it to explain why the merge would or wouldn't work. Because then once it gives us kind of more information on why it's not working, we might be able to prompt it to fix it. But I'm gonna test this one I have right here, so that I can kind of get a feel for what is still not working, and then I'll ask Claude outside of WebSim to give me some advice. So this one, the merge works fine for 2 objects. At least for me.
I got around it by just merging 2 things at a time and then merging that with another thing.
So you're saying that once we merge 3 or more things.
Yeah, if you've got multiple things selected, it'll move them.
Okay, so I think it has something to do with how it's deciding where the center of the object is or something.
But merge and rotate are working perfect in this one. I mean, well, they're working great in this one. At least, rotate and all the shapes are working. Merge is a little buggy, but it does work. So honestly, I'm fine with building off of this version.
Here, I got one that, again, there's probably still some bugginess with the merging, but it does have that center button. I'm noticing that it's not wanting to deselect merge objects again. So it's got that blue highlight going on it the whole time. Did anyone manage or want to work on it with us?
Yeah, I've not gotten other links from others. But the links are posted and y'all are welcome to. This little guy's cute. He's we got a little guy in space.
Dude, we need to get it to where we can get the little creature we make. We need to make it where we can animate it. Like,
I know.
Where the eyes can blink. You know,
oh.
That would be a easy one to add in.
Well,
there.
we could just tell it eyes should all blink on a global cooldown, maybe.
Yeah.
I'll try that. Eyes
and
should all
Lim's working
blink.
on a interface improvement. That would be cool.
Heck yeah.
Maybe that'll help out cleaning up some of the excess code. We'll have to figure out how to merge it all together.
We're trying something ambitious. Eyes should all blink on a global cooldown of 2.5 seconds. Make sure to never fill in the tentacle or the spikes. They take color from stroke, because I got a weird thing where it's trying to fill in the tentacle here. Oh, I forgot to tell it to deselect when you click off of something.
Yeah. I'm gonna wait and see what your goal. Now these things are gonna take a moment, so maybe I should I'm gonna prompt on it too, just to kind of see where I am as well. So let's fix the outline for selected objects to and then what were you trying? You were trying to add eyes blinking.
Yeah, and then making sure that the tentacle doesn't get filled in when you add color. Because I think the tentacle and the and the spike should take their color just from the stroke color, rather than fill.
Shapes like tentacle and spike should only fill the outline, wherever it was, right?
Oh, testing the eyes. No, the eyes did not work. Yeah, they should take their color from the stroke color section of the color controls, I was thinking. If that makes sense.
Alright. Well, I prompted something very similar about asking it to fix the outline for deselecting objects. I specified clicking outside or off the object should deselect it. I think it's already doing that, but
something
about
YouTube
creating
is saying that debugging a Sonnet is a good workaround. You got a good call on that. Yeah, these versions are getting pretty beefy. It's taking a while to load each one.
Yeah, taking a few minutes, yeah.
Oh, I think mine might just be hanging. Yeah, it was. We're trying it.
This one out. And then I actually was thinking it would be kind of funny if we got it set up to where it could use the experimental database so that people could share kind of and
that would be pretty cool.
Like I could pop up my little creature into that database after I combine it. I say after I combine it. I don't even know if it's gonna let us merge all the.
That might not be too hard, yeah. Oh, tell it to deselect on double click. That's a good idea as well.
No, this thing did not fix the selection issues. It added a whole spiel of ugliness to this page now. I've got boxes on everything. I'm gonna go back.
I got a feeling this one's not gonna do it for me.
Alright, just for the fun of it, I'm gonna see what I can do with the pre-site database, or per site.
Yeah, that would be interesting if we can get that working.
So now I'm debating, should it just upload the entire creation so that other users can see the creation, or should it be where you can like just upload like the creature and then be able to select and view other people's creatures?
I I was thinking just the creatures, but take a look at my screen for the blinking animation that it added in. Just made it change opacity.
A little gallery pop up.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
That's what I'll prompt exactly that. Let's make a gallery pop up for all the creatures created. User can select an object from object view to add to the public gallery, and users can import objects into their object or into their scene from the gallery. I'll just see if it can do that. I'm surprised we haven't hit the exclamation mark continue yet.
I know. Yeah. Yeah, I know we did, or not us, but, Anthropic increased the limit for, input tokens. So you can get about twice as much in before you have to use a continue now.
But we're still getting the same kind of like, time it takes to respond though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I kind of miss when it would flash and show us all the stuff it was doing, you know?
Yeah, I think this is the way that it's that we've got it going now is supposed to be easier for large project making. I'm gonna have to ask them more about it, but it's supposed to be easier for loading projects without breaking them on our end, I guess.
Yeah. However, it needs to be done for sure. All right, it is almost done. It pretends like it's almost done. It's at the very end of the loading bar. I'm just very curious to see if it actually does this database setup in one shot or not.
That'd be pretty impressive.
Oh, I forgot though. We did use /API, so I do know through experience it likes to mix these up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, so once I use them both at the same time. But let's see, it did finish. Oh wait, I do see a gallery. I don't see any errors yet. I'm just gonna create a triangle. Give it some eyes.
You can share the link with me too and I'll test.
Here. I'll throw it your way and you can see what it's doing. I'm checking the console while I'm doing this, just waiting to see if it throws an error, but I haven't tried to add anything to the gallery yet.
Got you.
So I'm going to merge these two objects. I'm going to name it Bob, and then add selected to gallery, set it, added it to the gallery, open gallery. I see Bob. He's in the gallery.
Okay, let me refresh page.
Do you see Bob?
No.
You click open gallery. Just click the button that says open gallery.
Yeah, it's not in there, unfortunately. No Hold on, let me try a refresh one more time.
No, I'm gonna look in the code and see if it's even using the SQL API thing.
Okay.
I don't think it is. Yeah, I don't see any of it. Let me see. SQL. Yeah, it's not using a single one. So it did just drop. It must have put it locally.
The background still works though, so the API still works.
Yeah, so let's use the SQLite database using, and I think it's like /API/version1/SQL for adding the selected object to a and importing from the database. So sadly, it did it locally, I think.
Okay.
Which is still kind of cool to be able to save your stuff locally and reference it. But I think it would be really nice to just, if we could make our own little creatures and then share them in the gallery.
Yeah, that would really add something to it for sure. I'm testing ways of phrasing it to make the eyes blink.
Well, let's think. A semicircle that kind of like closes down somehow, like or fills itself in. Yeah, Like
for one of the guides that I made, I had to look up a detailed description of the construction of an envelope, so that I could accurately describe in excruciating detail how envelopes worked to the AP or to the AI, so that it would actually animate it properly. I did eventually get it, but wow, it was a challenge. It was something like having like an an equilateral triangle or something like across the length of the top of the page that folds halfway down. Like, I don't know, it was goofy.
I had to go back one. I forgot to tell it to keep all the code in there, and it just popped out a lot of it.
Oh, I hit a continue. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Come on, eyes.
It's not doing anything.
They have some kind of weird animation, but it's not doing anything that we want.
All right, here it is. Some condensed code. Gotta check this out. Ooh, nice interface on the left. So much cleaner.
I'll pull that up.
Yeah, it's easier to use this way because having to scroll down to get to the canvas. So now I'm curious, should we can either test this one and add on to it, or we could try to use the same prompt, or
I'm testing it out right now and seeing how it works.
All right, oh yeah, I'm on a continue as well for what I was trying to do.
Yeah, we're getting there. Okay, merging works. Rotating works.
So then we just need to add the object view to the right side of the screen.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then that should be the same thing. Oh yeah, and I gotta try to add blinking to the eyes, but I don't know.
Alright, let me see what this one's doing over here. I'm just trying to get this gallery working.
Yeah, that's gonna be a cool one if we can get that.
Alright, add selected to gallery and invalid arguments. So it did not add it to the gallery. Alright.
Oh, it's just giving me a black screen now.
Yeah, it might need to be asked to include all that code or
Yeah.
whatever, because it's kind of thinking that we want to start over fresh with what we're talking about. Oh, I just did the same thing to me too. It's like, nope, I'm not gonna fix anything. We're gonna do white screen. All right, let's try this. Alright, if this SQL thing doesn't work, I'm gonna hop back onto the post that Lem gave us, and or where you might be, and
yeah, I'm working on the one that Lemon sent.
And then yeah, we can try to get maybe the object view in there, or I could use a very similar prompt on top of one we already have and see if it will put that stuff in the side the same way.
Whoa.
Ooh, it's blinking.
Oh, that's weird. Make sure eyes stay in place. Okay, wait. Keep all code the same. Make sure eyes stay in place when blinking. It's so funny how the eyes are always, ask it to make the eyes blink by changing the eye into a flat line at the center of the circle. Okay, that's a good idea. I might have to do that if this one doesn't work. Yeah, animate the eye into changing to a flat line at the center of the circle. That'll work, surely.
That sounds more like exactly how an eye would be, you know?
It's hard phrasing things in a way that the AI can't misinterpret what you're saying. You know, like you can you can be correct, but it's like sometimes you just got to phrase things in a way that can't be interpreted in any other possible way. It's so strange. That's a good prompt for that.
It's still it's not one to do it. I'm gonna look to see what the request is for the SQL insert.
Okay.
So do we even create the table? That's the question. Create table. Yeah, we do have a table. And
It's not letting me prompt now.
well, I'll probably play around with this for the next like 15 minutes or so, and then I will need
Yeah.
to head out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I'm thinking this project definitely is getting to the point where it's taking a solid moment to.
It's gonna take an afternoon to iterate on this now.
Yeah. But it's cool. I'm hoping that I can at least get like maybe this basic gallery thing working, because then we'd have a way to like create just little creatures and be able to share them.
Right.
But if I don't get it working today, then I maybe later tonight, maybe, or tomorrow.
Yeah, sure.
Work on it a little bit more. The only thing I noticed with the new interface is the background generator doesn't fit the canvas properly.
That shouldn't be too hard of a fix. But then again, none of this should be. Okay, let's see about the eyes now.
I think we need to get WebSim some music generators. And
we got blinking. We got blinking.
Ooh, let me see.
Thank you, above none. That worked.
Yeah, it does work.
Okay, I'm gonna send you this one. Fantastic.
Oh, wait, yeah, continue. See, I'm surprised it didn't ask for me to continue that.
Okay, we're getting crazy with it now. I'm trying to add in the database. This is,
Right.
I can count on one hand the times that I've used the database in making something. But that's just because it's so new.
Yes, it definitely works. But I've had a few troubles with it here and there. It likes to mix up the routes. So sometimes it'll mess up one of the routes, and you'll just have to manually fix it or try to tell it to use the right one. It'll switch up that /version1 and start using that for the
right.
background generator that we've got. Okay, add selected to. Did it actually add? No, did not. So I'm gonna say it might not be wanting to do it for some reason. I don't. It looks like it's doing the right request, but I think it's sometimes hit or miss with this feature right now. So
right.
I'm gonna probably not. I'm not gonna. I'll try one more time, but I don't want to spend too many more tokens doing it because it's already messed up about like 4 times trying to fix it. It did create a table successfully.
Oh, weird. Try opening this up and see if you can see the thing that I added. Yeah, it is very experimental for a reason. Experimental, I guess.
Ooh, Jeff.
Jeff is in there?
Oh, I got Jeff.
Yes.
But he doesn't spawn on the screen.
He's not exactly on the screen, yeah.
Jeff like spawned into the left side of the screen, and he's not. I can't even move him. But yeah, no, this one works. This one's using the database, I think. Then
we just have to make it fit.
I'm curious if I could just like read what is in here. Why is it that the one that I have is not working? What is different? So it does that. Okay, let me look at over here. Let me go back one.
We're like almost there. Come on. Come on, Claude, you can make it. We're like 10 feet from the finish line.
Ooh, I think I see why. It needs to be that, I think. I'm gonna manually fix this. So I think the reason mine wasn't working is because it needs the trailing /? When it appends the stringified. I just think it had the wrong route. I think it just needs that / right there, because it's the only difference between yours and mine is that. So let me save this, and I'm just gonna hope it works.
I'm running one crazy prompt right now, and then if this works, I'm gonna be happy with where we're at. Not that I'm not already.
No, it doesn't want to do it. It doesn't want to do it. And that's this version, at least.
Alright, let me try here. Okay, creature saved. Whoa. That is some weird behavior. It's like kind of working. Test this out on your end. It's like it's about there. Oh no, it's not importing actually.
Yeah,
it's still saving locally.
Wait. I have a Jeff on mine.
Yeah, I got a Jeff on mine, but after I refresh, it doesn't import.
Yeah.
Let's say. I forgot the old keep everything the same. We're getting there.
Yeah. This is the slow parts. It's definitely a lot longer in the end of the prompting.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, how many prompts in are? I mean, I was at about 90 when we started, so we've run about 100 prompts.
So I had to have been at 100 when I started, and I still haven't hit the 40. So I've only done like less than 50 prompts or something.
Yeah, I've used up just about all mine.
Or maybe mine's just not updating.
It could be. It could be.
I have. All right, did this one need to continue? Usually they do. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I trust this one.
Come on, save Jeff to the gallery. Import Jeff. Oh my god. Okay, it works. Holy shit. Oh, sorry. I got really excited. That canvas is in an iframe. It is, unfortunately, but it is working. Oh my god.
So I think I've got something that kind of works, but it's not, but it's overriding, I think. So it's like this thing does it's got a lot of bugs in it. It does save to the database, and it does load from the database, but it broke the object viewer, and it's overriding. So like loading creations from the database should not override the scene. Fix the object viewer to be able to import the viewer. All right, what is the one that you have? I didn't check it out yet.
I think I just sent it to you.
Okay, I see Jeff, and I see what he looks like. That's pretty cool. Oh, wait, and I don't know. Yeah, moving him was a little... Yeah, moving him around's a little funky.
It is a little weird. Yeah, it cuts the canvas in half.
Is he like... Is it importing itself as its own? Yeah, it's like...
Yeah, somebody said it's importing it as an iframe, so I just asked it, do not omit code, never resize original canvas, or create iframe when importing.
Yeah,
and that should hopefully do it.
I like that it shows what Jeff looks like in this little...
I think that's cute, yeah. That is Jeff.
So I wonder, we generate a... I don't know if we want the background to go with it, though. I wonder if the background going with it would be interesting or not. But no, I think having it just like the creature would make more sense, though. Alright, I'm gonna see what this thing's doing over here. So now the only other thing we need is a live canvas for everyone to draw.
Oh, it's still having the same issue for me.
Okay, I'm going to start prompting on the one that you have, because the one that I have is, even though it kind of works, I'm not able to really get it to go much further. And then we were just trying to get the import should not create a new or should not create a new iframe or any of that. It should import to the canvas or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, you might have better luck fixing that last bit. Yeah, we've seen a few versions of r/place in WebSim. Yeah, it should just store the shapes, not the canvas for sure.
So I think maybe it's even storing the whole like size of the canvas in the
oh yeah.
database. And then like when we're importing it, it's like, yeah, just like probably creating the canvas and then just plopping it on the screen. I don't know. I haven't looked into code to see what it's actually doing, but I went ahead and I asked for it to try to fix how the import's working and define that it shouldn't be creating like a new frame. But I don't know if I said it the right way. And then I told it also to go ahead and try to add the object viewer to the right side of the page.
All right, I'm running one last prompt here. I'm doing a kind of gamey solution where it only adds merged shapes to the database, but that might work, you know, if we merge everything at the end before adding it. And then I'm asking it to just import those shapes onto the existing canvas.
All right, I have something, so I'm gonna try to draw a few things. We're gonna add a mouth, and that mouth is so hard to grab again.
I know, it undid the work we did.
Add an eye. The object viewer that it created is not what I meant, but okay. All right, and then we're gonna merge selected. All right, they're all merged. And then we're going to save the creature. It says it saved it correctly. I see him. I'm gonna import him. No, it's still doing the weird.
Yeah, I can't get this one to work. I'm gonna go back to one of the ones that worked but had the weird importing. Somebody else might be able to fix that.
I'm gonna look to see now what it's doing when we click the import button. So it's import to canvas function gets run with the SVG. It tries to draw and what is B-box? It does look like it's trying to like basically create another canvas and draw onto that.
Yeah, somebody said that in the YouTube. I'm telling it right now. Make sure not to save the canvas when saving creature, and that might just do it for us.
So it's not saving the canvas. It is saving the SVG. The SVG that's coming back is getting thrown to a function, and it looks like.
Oh, okay.
I'm trying to see. I'm still reading through it. I'm not seeing like it's referencing this draw, and that is actually the main canvas. And why does it?
I said I was trying one more prompt, but this is really the last one. But yeah, we just hit 2 hours.
Yeah, I probably should call it a day.
I'm gonna try this last version. I'm gonna be done with it after that. Me and my 6 runs remaining are gonna go home after that. This was fun. Yeah, Puzz. Heck yeah, we definitely want to do this again. The goal is to do, ideally, eventually, maybe weekly or every other week. Like listening to nerds talk about nerdy things. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, I think API and I were talking about this earlier, but everybody has a different process with building things in WebSim, and yeah, I think this is going to help, surface people's different processes and hopefully just diffuse more information between people, as well as, just being a fun time, getting people more engaged. Okay, let's see. Come on, save Jeff to the gallery. Okay, import.
Yeah, it's doing something weird with how the import's working. I do have a prompt that's trying right now to fix that.
Okay.
This will be the last one for me too.
Okay. We'll see if that one works then.
And if it does, then we got an object viewer too, hopefully on the right. If it doesn't botch that, I'm on the way. Yeah, it looks really cool. I appreciate Lim for helping us out as well, and everyone else who is in the chat giving us ideas. This is a big help.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, above none in the YouTube definitely gave us some good tips that helped out.
All right, moment of truth. I'm gonna test out all the tools. We're gonna put a mouth on this triangle and merge these two things. And let's give it an eye as well. And okay, so now we got the object, and then we're gonna save it to the gallery. It says it saved it. Import.
Whoa, this is strange behavior. Okay, if you generate a background and then you import something on top of it, then it kind of works as expected. The background just becomes the canvas, which isn't perfect, but it is better.
Oh, interesting. So
yeah,
it kind of patches that issue a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. I'm happy with leaving it there.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
And if anyone else plays with it or if I mess with it later, I'll try to put a post in the show and tell with some updates or something.
For sure. Yeah, I just posted the most recent version. Feel free to make any changes to that you want to. Would love to see what people do with this. But yeah, I think we should call it there then. That was the first WebSim Creator Spotlight. Thank you guys all for tuning in. That was awesome. Thank you API for joining, and yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, it was really fun. Hopefully we get some more people interested in doing this type of thing, and we can all kind of collab together and work on some really cool projects.
Heck yeah, cool. Somebody says that weekly would be nice. Yeah, definitely. Okay, I'll think about that. Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in, and hope everybody has a great rest of your night.